Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DK64Randomizer.com Season 3 tournament. We've got an absolute crazy match for you today. We're making our way downtown in bracket, that's for sure. We have arrived at winners quarterfinals. These players are, if I'm not mistaken, guaranteed 9th at worst. So we are getting deep in the bracket. The winner is guaranteed 5th at worst. The stakes are raising. That is for sure. We got a good one for you today with the 4th seed and the 5th seed. Strap in. We got Kilvereis versus the KingofYamiMakai. Gonna be a good one. I am Larock. I will be on the mic for you today, and I am joined by one Connor75. How you doing?
Hello. Totally not scripted for me to be commentating this.
Oh wow, yeah, okay, we'll look into the bracket. If you win your quarterfinal, you get the winner of this. You would.
I cannot look too far ahead.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Deal with Beard Box first.
Yeah, no, you cannot. You get the 9th seed Beard Box. That's coming up on Tuesday. That's also catching a restream. Woo!
Oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you bet it. You betcha it is.
I was thinking about my track record on the restream lately, and I think I honestly don't even know if I've won a race when I'm being restreamed since like the season 2 finale.
We were unable to. Oh man, we were unable to get a lot of winners on the restream for like any qualifier. I don't know if we actually restreamed the POV of any qualifier winner. I think the best we got was 2nd place, was kind of hilarious. But enough about the past. The past is in the past, yeah. And the future is now. And we've got Kilvereis versus KingofYamiMakai. I did some digging on their stats on the qualifiers, and it was 4-3. Kilvereis played in almost every qualifier. King played in exactly 7 of them. And of those 7, Kilvereis was ahead of King in 4 of them. So, tight matchup. Don't let anyone gaslight you into thinking this one isn't going to be a good one. This is a very close one, that's for sure. Let's take a look at our start, which, if I might add, this could be one of the worst starts I have ever seen.
Lanky, chunky. At least you can use... Look at the bright side. You can use Baboon Balloon, and you have a weapon. You have oranges, okay?
One of the worst starts I have ever seen. The only people who are happy about this one is people who have sniper and oranges on their bingo cards. Literally nobody else wants to see this start. Actually nobody. Of course it's a Sarah seed. Yeah, like, who made this seed? Of course Sarah made this nonsense. The worst Kongs to start with, it truly ticks so many boxes. It's unbelievable how bad this one is. But they gotta deal with it. Somebody's gotta win this race, so we'll ship them off.
Maybe they'll just have a level 1 factory, and then they'll just find... You don't need moves when you have factory with the start, so...
Of course, silly me. They'll just find everything in the
stuff, yeah.
And then everything gets hinted, and it turns into an absolute mess. Or they just get a hilarious chain of items that lead to barrels diving and vines. Couldn't be me. Arg. Alright. Rant over. But we got about a minute to go. Strap in. We got our predictions in. How's our prediction looking? Alright.
Ooh, heavy on the no.
I think people are learning. The 45 minutes is very hard to hit, but sometimes it happens, and these two are very quick.
It's in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. It's actually like an hour, or it's either 15 minutes or it's an hour, and there's like no in between. It's something ridiculous like that. We shall see. We shall see. The believers are getting increasingly good odds as they stay faithful, but they may be losing money as they lose their bets. But we'll see. I did just describe this as possibly the worst start of all time, so maybe that sways some of you, maybe that sways some of you into losing your points. The timer is ticking though, so we are just about to get off to the races here. Yeehaw. We ride for glory. In just a few. I'm stalling. Bang. Thereabouts. Don't mind the delay.
Alright.
What do we want to have a look at? Garbage in Jape's lobby entrance. Love that.
Ooh, yes, early caves. We love to see
Ooh,
it.
even better. This start just keeps getting better. Kilvereis takes a look and just bails immediately. He doesn't even want to know how much it costs to get in here. It's just too much of a trek for him to even bother. But okay, he got 5 GBs.
Oh yeah,
that sucks.
I personally don't look up there. I think it's not worth the time to walk.
I think that makes a lot of sense. And I kind of like the level 2 check before even going to the prison.
Yeah. It gives you time to think about what you want to do. You could, like, if it's Galleon Lobby, you could get a move or a Kong off the Kasplat, and there's benefits to checking that level 2 lobby early.
That's true. Galleon Lobby is kind of nice. Alright, I'm converted. I'll do that in my next tournament race. Oh, wait. Oh, I said I was done. Now I'm actually done. I said I was done. What do we got in the prison? Anything interesting here? Do I get rewarded for going to the prison first? Yes, sir!
Well,
I won!
I mean, what would you have used that on?
I would have used it.
Caves Lobby!
Caves Lobby Ice Wall! I win!
Good point. Wow.
Oh, and Forest. Alright, we got... Ooh, boy.
This is almost the exact scenario which made Kilvereis forfeit the weekly.
Wow, this is a tragic start, that's for sure. It's not that Forest is particularly bad, there's a lot of checks in Forest, they're just so spread out. And do you really want to, like, climb the mushroom? Like, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil the weekly, but Kilvereis did forfeited 8 minutes in because he didn't like the starting 2 levels and was bored.
I did not realize it was 8 minutes in. I did see in the race lobby, but that is hilarious. Maybe he didn't want any of the bad juju. It's like, this seat is cursed, I gotta get out of here. Oh, and here we go, potion on the minecart, have fun.
Potion on minecart.
It just keeps happening.
Okay, King did elect to do training runs though, which
I was
all
too...
he got was GB.
Yeah, I was too busy laughing to actually see what was in Crankies, but I don't think it was anything.
Neither of them are like early hint checkers though, right? No one's paused yet.
Why would they? Why would they? How dare they? Unbelievable. Alright. King goes back to Caves Lobby to check this Kasplat. Love it. For a GB. Fine. I guess we won't have them doing the minecart at the same time. That's something. We'll have something to look at.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe King won't check the minecart and he'll go straight mushroom side.
There's some merit to that. Maybe not with these starting... Yeah, without a gun, I think there's some merit to it. Because if you don't have a gun, then you can't go to, like, the Thornvine Barn, and that's half of what makes the mills good.
You have oranges.
You have oranges! Oh my god!
Out of logic.
Who's gonna make it night with oranges? Just like that, I lost again. That's so sad.
Again, it is good to go to mills during the daytime so you can at least peek inside of the main mills and see what's on the DK conveyor belt there, since you can get burned by not looking at that.
Okay. Punch, Hunky, we're loading up on chunky moves. Alright, hang on, but we got some hints.
Ooh, hints.
King is inexplicably checking his hints in chunky minecart for some reason. I don't think I've ever seen this. Hive Tunnel 1, potion in the Hive Tunnel, Pearl on the Mill's Dirt, that's kind of nice. Mushroom Exterior has our key too. Owl Tree has our key 5, probably. Isle's Peanut Cage. Oh, the mills are foolish though, so maybe that makes
mills
the
are foolish.
Considerably worse. Unfortunate. What else we got? Castle surroundings are foolish. That's a very large region tonight. That's pretty nice to get hinted foolish.
I mean, mills is also a huge region.
Oh yeah, I mean those are like I think the 2 largest regions, the mills and the surroundings. Yeah. The hints do like to try and hint, or the hints do like to try and hint larger regions foolish where they can. There's a bias towards them.
Okay, yeah. Is it like a weighted?
Yeah, it's weighted based on the size of the region. So like you're not likely to get rarer GB room hinted foolish because there's only 1 check in that room. But you're much more likely to get the mills hinted foolish if they are foolish. And the hints are much better when they hint larger regions like this, so it's pretty good. You still coming this way for density, which is what Kilvereis is doing anyway. There's just so many fast checks here, and you kind of need GBs 5 to get into level 2, so you gotta do some sort of accumulating. We didn't get a castle shop hinted on the climb, so we do have to do some action in the surroundings, but no like rooms or anything. We're not gonna see like a greenhouse.
Yeah, and like, when are you gonna skip your shops? Like, I guess if it's a late castle, we don't know if it's early castle.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No idea. No idea. Okay, fair point. All right. Who's gonna take credit from the chat? I see the chat. The chat correctly picked out that the mermaid is dead because we found a pearl in the mills. Who first noted that? Raise your hand. I'm not scrolling up. We can all take credit. We're all geniuses here.
That's the type of thing that when I'm racing, it's just, that is the last thing on my mind. Trying to keep track of if I got a pearl in a foolish region. Like, my mind is racing on how am I going to route this level? How am I going to hit 45 bananas for this Kong, for this medal? It's like thinking about where I found a pearl is.
King might pick that up. He's pretty smart about picking stuff like that, and he like literally just read it, so there's a chance that he might actually notice that. Okay, we just got all 3 Kong hints. Excellent. All right.
Wow.
That's pretty good. And we got Creme Isle. That might be Punch. I got hinted. Okay, Chunky in Caves, Chunky in Forest, and Lanky in Japes. So probably Japes early. We got Caves and Forest early.
E2 was just on the tiny Kasplat here, so that was pretty easy to get.
No surprises there. Punch being on the path to Key 6 is a little bit interesting. We have the Hive Tunnel to Key 6. So it's possible Punch gets us something, which gets us, like, maybe it gets us, like, Feather. And then we head into, like, the Stump or something. There is one potion in the Hive Tunnel, so it's possible that it's just the potion in the Hive Tunnel combined with Punch gets us something. Something to keep an eye out for when we get the Japes, but that'll be a ways away, I suppose. And it might not even be Punch at all. It's just likely to be Punch because we have a Chunky K roll, which is our first known K roll phase. Kilvereis now checking up on his hints. With 4 GBs, he gets to read 3 packs of hints at once.
Now sees the Foolish Mills. Not that he really did much there yet. He
even if you read Foolish Moves, I feel like you're doing all that anyway.
Yeah.
You're hard-pressed to skip any of that. It's just too convenient. It is nice that you don't have to like look at the winch or deal with the spider boss, potentially. And Kilvereis is not a fan of climbing the mushroom. If you climb the mushroom, you can get Chunky's medal as well as like a splat up top. But
yeah, Diddy is found by Chunky in Forest.
Factory level 3. Shout out. Hang on. Shout out level in a vanilla location bingo square. Let's go. But it costs 6. We can't get in yet. Unlucky. Did he check the box with Punch? I don't think he did.
No.
I did not hear a box exploding. That probably would be good to check.
Also, yeah. Also not checking Cave's lobby Punch. It looks like... Oh, and it's 5 for
punished.
Cave.
Immediately punished. Immediately punished for not doing it. He's 1 GB short on getting into Caves.
Wait, was Factory also 5?
It was 6.
Oh, it was 6.
Yeah, just even better.
Yeah. Oh, man.
There's his GB. There's his 2 GBs. Now he has a choice.
2 GB. Ooh, and I could just go into Factory.
But do you go into Factory and you gamble on Caves to maybe get Diddy? Chunky in Caves.
Wait,
or Chunky in Caves is tiny.
Yeah. I mean, you are risking missing Diddy in Forest by leaving.
Chunky's
Chunky medal.
That's something you get out of the mushroom climb. Let's see what King does here. This is the decision point. Do you leave here or you keep going?
Yeah, this is sort of the, I guess, risky play that Kilvereis also does, of just moving on. But yeah, we are seeing King commit to climbing the mushroom and might get Diddy off the medal.
I don't hate this, because if you're ever going to climb the mushroom, doing it once is like totally fine, and as long as you have Chunky, it feels relatively efficient. If you ever have to come back up here, you'll have to 5-warp, so you immediately skip the climb. There's no guarantee Rocket Barrel turns up.
And then you also might get the ding on the way up here, then you can check the boss, because Diddy could be on the boss too.
That's true. I think there's a lot of merit to climbing the mushroom here. The only downside is that it's, like, slow. That's the only thing I can think of. And if nothing is up here, you would save time not having to do it. But the odds that something is up here feel pretty good right now.
Wait, where was Kilvereis when he was reading the hints? Had he left Forest yet?
He was at the bottom of the mushroom, I think.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, he would have had that hint too, so I don't know. Maybe he read it. Possibly he, like, didn't pan to the right pack of hints. It would have been the third pack. Okay, 40 GBs, or 40 CVs. Where's the last 5? You have to drop down, I guess. That's kind of awkward.
Or you can go inside Chunky's room.
Inside Chunky's room? Okay, yeah, I guess that's not bad. 57 for the boss? That's kind of high. Maybe this is Diddy.
Well, Chunky has so many bananas in the mushroom. Like, if you do a full climb, what is it, 50-ish?
Ooh, no Diddy. All right.
Boss time.
Boss time. Check the Gasplat. Get out of here. Meanwhile, Kilvereis is just trucking through factory. He's already in R&D. He's flying through here. He finds Monkey Port in R&D. We need that.
Okay.
Once I know. Some punch action. Maybe we find something interesting off punch. Something else interesting? Well, okay, I guess we haven't found anything else, but... More action here. Lower cabin. Oh, brother. Forced CBs are foolish. That hint is a little bit late. The boss could have had Diddy and it wasn't. Ooh, that is unfortunate.
That's just the best case scenario for Kilvereis to see that hint.
That is pretty incredible, because that just killed the boss as well, didn't it? Oh, wow.
Yeah, he makes the choice to skip the Forest Chunky Medal just to see this foolish. Wow.
He just saw the future, I guess. I mean, never punished.
Okay, did we talk about all the other hints there?
Hive bonus barrel got hinted, so that is Hunky Chunky, and could be our key 6. That would make a lot of sense. In that world, punch locks feather, and that's all that needs to. That's all we need to explain it. Oh, and we get some action in Cranky. What do you got for us? A shared move in the first couple levels. Vines. Yes, please. I cheated a little bit. I looked at his tracker and saw it lit up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was saying you saw that quickly.
Yep.
Yeah, that R&D to 8 is almost certainly this Monkey Port.
I would be shocked if it were anything else. Although Monkey Port early always has me on edge for like Upper Cremile, that fairy up there, or the Sax Pad. Wow, Candy with extortionate GB rates, 9 coins. I guess she heard that like Factory drops a ton of coins and made them all expensive. Okay, well there's feathers, so there goes that theory.
Yeah, that is.
Maybe it's the Hunky bonus minigame, or maybe it's the Hunky minigame. Wait, is that even in season 3?
Yes. Yes, I have had that.
It is, okay.
yes, that has happened to me.
So it would have to be exactly that minigame for that to be key 6. Exactly the punch required minigame. It's a little bit of a reach, but it's possible now. It's nice to have feather regardless, though.
It could always just be a move there, like pineapple that you use with punch somewhere to get key 6.
Minigame barrel entered for non-potion. That's another square. Let's go. Amazing. Gotta keep checking for. Keep checking my bingo squares. I'm lost in the hints. I gotta make sure I'm staying on top of that.
Oh, I got potion in a crate.
Huge.
Blueprint on a Kasplat. Yeah, I'm never keeping track of that.
I need a Kong in a cage? Oh, that's never happening. Ain't no way I'm getting that one. With 1%. Maybe Lanky and Jade, or maybe Donkey and Jade.
Alright, Gorilla Gone in Factory Funky.
Nice and easy. I mean, no muss, no fuss. Wait. Okay, Kilvereis' route is he's kind of cooking with gas here, because wait, was he like broke when he ran to Funky? I guess he ran to Funky, hit the warp, and then left, and then ran to the arcade to warp to 5 to go back to Funky. I guess he was just poor at the time.
Yeah, he must have been.
Some twisty route through factory. He's been in the lab, I guess. Nothing exciting in production. Although the speed of those production peaks is warms my heart. Production first enjoyers stay winning, even though they both went testing first. So maybe not.
Is there anything else they're really looking for? Not
anything that would help you do chunky checks in either forest or caves, I think.
Yeah, because 2 Kongs locked by Chunky, you're gonna. Can you do anything in caves with Chunky?
The Gorilla Gun pad. Can you get the metal?
Oh yeah, you do have Punch and Gorilla Gun now. I forgot you have more moves. And
the metal needs more, I think.
No, there's no shot with.
Needs pineapple or barrels. Yeah, pineapple or barrels is enough for the metal right now, but we need more. And triangle would get you his cabin and his igloo, so we may need more unless it is just simply Diddy or Tiny right here in this first pad. That'd be very nice. And that would actually fit pretty well, because if it's like Diddy on like the worm, we would need Tiny. Chunky checks in forest. There's not too many that aren't horrendous. I think it is unlikely to be kegs. That just seems like not happening right now.
Not the triangle and and I mean DK and Gorilla Grab.
Yeah, it's just too much. And sure enough, there's Tiny. So let's go. Looking like the worm for Diddy, if I were to guess right now. That's the
they're still top of mushroom, right?
Yeah, the face shooting is pretty good.
That's just pineapple.
But with pineapple, you would get either. So basically, we're looking for pineapple or Diddy, hopefully.
Yeah.
Barring catastrophe. Catastrophe being kegs. That would be real bad.
Oh, Mills is foolish. That is right. It's not kegs.
Not kegs. So we are looking for pineapple for Diddy then. There's no other way about it. Force Chunky Minecart Way of the Horde. Caves Boss. That's a great hint.
Ooh. That could be... No, never mind.
What was that crate by Candy? That was Feather. And then the minecart was Hunky, which we already know to be Way of the Horde, so no surprises there. Not a ton of new information there besides the Caves Boss and Galleon Caverns for something for Key 8. Probably a Helm Instrument. We don't even know the Helm order yet.
Well, we don't know that they're going to actually check Cave Boss. They might.
Nope. I got it on my board. I'm taking it off. You can't stop me. That's also in the row of runner hits 2 hours, which is a dead square. There's no way we're reaching 2 hours here. These guys are gamers.
All it takes is one move to go wrong.
I'm a believer.
For a complete casino.
They're gamers. It's fine. Alright, he tried to look at the door, but his peaks are just lightning, so I didn't even see the number. Kilvereis got them special eyes.
Yeah. Can't see the balloon, though. What is it, 55?
Yeah, you got them special eyes, too. I did not see that either. Alright, we got Balloon. Who's checking the beetle race?
Boy, they're synced.
Random high five 20 minutes in. Wow, okay, Kilvereis just hates slow checks, I guess. He's not looking at the beetle at all. He's not looking at the tomato, which I think is a great look. Not here. I'm very surprised he didn't look at the tomato, because that is a very easy check to put something on.
I mean, these are just some of the risky choices you have to make if you know that the person you're up against is, like, on average, just as fast as you. You have to do something to set yourself apart.
I guess. I mean, the math in my head is not willing to risk 20 seconds for the whole seed.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Not even buying that? Maybe he's broke. Oh, here we go. A little balloon action. And there's the dink. It's boss time. Funny thing about the level 2 boss is that it is probably not barrels locked, so we are probably safe to complete it. Emphasis on probably.
T-bone on Iglucas Flat. That is... maybe for Helm, who knows? They don't know.
Oh, balloon to get guitar out of logic. That's pretty nice.
Nice.
We'll see if it's needed at all, but that is well out of logic. If we need Diddy for Helm, I mean, that's a little... oh god, that'd be a nightmare, because you could get guitar hinted for Helm, and then not get your... or you could get Rocket Barrel hinted for Helm, but then not get your guitar hinted, because it is directly locked by Rocket Barrel. That would be kind of a nightmare, so... oh boy. A Diddy Helm room would be potentially disastrous right now.
Oh yeah, we have a Diddy cabin room Way of the Horde already.
Oh, true. Oh, we absolutely need that then. Cool. What is this boss item?
Again, are you going to come back to caves to look for guitar, knowing that you need guitar in caves?
Yeah, that is a little awkward. That is a little awkward. It definitely depends what's in that cabin, so we'll have to see. Logically, it also... the cabin itself also logically requires Rocket Barrel, so you might not even think that, like, Rocket Barrel locks another portion of the cabin.
Exactly, yeah.
That's
or they're just going to get main caves path to 8, and it all works itself out.
That is a very, very evil guitar. We'll see how it pans out. Oh, see you, Chunky. Whee! That's a tilter.
No, this is just... you want to... You're gonna free Diddy now. Leave the fight and you unlock Diddy.
Yeah, okay, nice try, buddy. the race mods are coming for you next.
No, I try to do that in, like, my first or second rando ever, and then it just straight up doesn't work. It's patched.
That is one of the few vanilla glitches that is just outright patched out because it kind of breaks the rando. Not too many vanilla glitches got patched out. Usually detrimental ones like Fake Key 8, which has like no business existing ever. But I guess we get a preview of Diddy before we actually get Diddy, so that's cool.
Yeah, we see that he is wearing red today.
Using Balloon to get out of the the Banana Port Spire also gets you Lanky's Medal, but it doesn't turn out to be anything for King.
I mean, getting a GB in a race like this is very good.
A very efficient.
Oftentimes, this just comes down to a race to getting 64 gold bananas.
Yeah. True words have never been spoken, that's for sure. 64 is the magic number. Solve your seed and get 64 GBs as fast as possible. What is on this boss? This is looking like a vines or a diving, or a barrels or a diving. It's barrels.
Okay.
Right.
No homing.
Yeah, nice try, nice try. I need them to skip homing. I need them to skip a homing requirement for a square, so I can't have them finding homing ammo, my beloved.
This does put us closer to the apple in Forest. We're still looking... Because how ironic if we use Diddy to get the barrels that ultimately freeze Diddy in Forest.
He does kind of see the future a little bit. Kilvereis finishes off in Lanky's cabin because nobody ever leaves this room normally. Oh, wow. This... Alright, well, that my head just exploded.
That's fully in logic.
Oh, wait, it is. Never mind.
Yeah, we have balloon.
My head
started with balloon, remember?
My head just reconstituted. Unbelievable. We're so back. That's a nice pickup. That's a great spot to end on, because...
Pushing on to Japes.
You know, you got barrels, you got trombone. You could do Japes lobby if you wanted, but you know, just laying that out there.
Nope, just leave.
Just a suggestion. That's fine. The last time he skipped lobby checks, he got toasted. So I'm just laying it out there, man.
Well, yeah, he is toasted here. 4 GBs short, has to do something else.
Yeah, and not even any blueprints to dump. He has none blueprints. Neither of them have a single blueprint 26 minutes in. That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Dang, I know that square at my bingo card blueprint on a spot has not happened yet.
What do you know? Has anyone splatted on the ground yet? I can't recall. They're kind of gamers. Alright, what's the play here? Is Japes the play? The game right now is find pineapple for Kilvereis. You get pineapple, you get Diddy.
Yeah, you know that... because of that, forest banana's foolish. Like, there's no reason to really go back.
Yeah, 4 seems kind of bad. Is there anything way the horde that he could do that has been missed? I don't think so. A lot of it requires Diddy, which is funny. And I think there's a world where your pineapple was in Japes, right? There's even a world where your pineapple's in level 5, actually, because Lanky could be accessible, or Donkey could be accessible in Japes. Is Japes being level 4?
Ooh, he's doing bonus barrel for a GB. He's pushing Japes.
Oh yeah, he wants in bad. It makes a lot of sense. Can you do this with tiny flips?
Well, I mean, you have Chunky to tag to. So.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that didn't even look like you needed to tag Chunky.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, he's still tiny.
Okay, what do you know? Everyone loves boulder tech. I bet that's a square. I don't have it, but that strikes me as one.
All right, so King had a solid 2 minutes during that boss fight to think about his route. Is he going Lanky Igloo to get the diving?
Gotta be. Already here, right? Or he's thinking...
Oh.
That's gonna hurt.
Oh, he's thinking... Kosha Dirt.
This is interesting. I mean, this could be pineapple, but...
Well, it's 2 checks. I mean, I didn't see what was on the...
Okay, Lanky Tiny Helm. We avoid a Diddy Helm. But yeah.
We still know guitar is required for something.
Yeah, well, yeah, we know we definitely need it. That's for sure. Okay, upper creme. Is this going to be enough for Kilvereis to get in to Japes? What was the number again?
20.
20.
And yep, that was a little tip of a banana.
Okay, here we go. Mushroom Exterior Key 7. Factory Funky Chunky, which was Gorilla Gone, I think. Igloo Area 4 to 8. That's probably Trombone.
Or diving.
Ooh, actually, yeah, it could be either. That is a little bit cheeky. And then the Punch Chest, which would be punch locked, so that could be on the path to key 6, 8, or Chunky K roll. That could be, I didn't even realize we snuck up on every Chunky K roll move already, so we're actually all set there.
Okay.
Could be a helm instrument there. Could be our saxophone. I guess we got trombone. Oh, so yeah, it's more likely trombone because trombone is needed for key 8. Alright, Kosha Dirt here. This is a little bit of a reach, but if it pulls pineapple, it's kind of huge for King.
Ooh, just money.
I hate money.
Is he gonna go back for diving, please?
He's going back for the igloo. Yeah, looks like
he has to he has to realize.
Critically, you have to like end your caves route in this igloo. Because getting out is super annoying.
Oh, he's going tiny metal. He's getting tiny metal. Okay. Now he's gonna end the round.
Okay. Or
okay.
Well, it's kind of no man's land right now, so it's a little bit awkward. But he doesn't know it, but he's working his way to 20. So either a GB or I don't know. And not that. That's probably about as bad as it gets.
Now he's doing lanky igloo.
Unbelievably, we have seen our first blueprint that's peanut locked. that's the first blueprint we've seen. My God. Oh, and they don't stop coming. There's another one. I think that was a blueprint. Maybe my eyes are going out. That'd be unfortunate.
So we had a exterior to 7 hint. We have no clue what that is, right?
Nope. Triangle in the lowlands. Okay. Pretty nice. That would have to be rocket barrel locked, wouldn't it? Because I think we've seen everything else in the mushroom exterior. Did we saw that Night Splat? King went up there and checked it, right?
Yes. Yeah. He definitely did the chunky splat.
So that's got to be the rocket barrel bonus barrel, right? The top of the mushroom barrel.
Why can't it be the boom blast?
Oh, the blast course! Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I forget about that all the time. I don't want to talk about it. I said I was done talking about it.
Because we have no clue what the other K rule phases are. You could sort of just try and narrow it down based on like multipaths, but all we've seen is one chunky hint.
Yeah, if we get a donkey K roll phase and it also points to key 7, then that would tell us pretty decisively it is exactly there, but we do not have any such luck today. Right, but our Japes clear is looking pretty solid. Nice rare coin there. Hello. Is that on my board? Dang.
Yeah, even though it looks like Kilvereis is in the lead, King has that guitar.
Depending on if that guitar gets hinted or not, that is a pretty sizable advantage.
Right. If it's never hinted, that's a huge advantage.
Alright, so this bonus barrel is Way of the Horde, and it's the only potion here, so we know this is on the path to key 6. Or key 6 is somewhere else. That looked like a rainbow coin in the stump, I think. Didn't get a great look at it, but I think it was not a key in the stump. That's all we're looking for now. We're looking for either... Well, I guess, yeah, either key 6 is in the hive, in which case this might just be Mini Monkey, which would be really nice. Or we need to take this to get key 6 somewhere else. Let's see what this is. King's got a dump to get into Japes, but he commits to it. Gets the knowledge. Lengthy tiny helm. What do we got here?
Yeah, this might finally be our pineapple.
That fit? Oh, sure enough.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so pineapple to key 6, possibly.
Well, pineapple and punch.
Oh.
To key 6.
Yeah, that
because
fits pretty... Right.
Punch has still gotten us nothing other... I mean, yeah, nothing, right?
That was not a punch mini game, so yeah. Punch has not gotten us anything, I don't think. Cross-reference trackers to make sure I know where everything came from, and I don't think that's one of them. I don't think that's anything that's gotten us something. So pineapple plus punch. There's a couple things for that.
We have that Caverns Fairy and Galleon hinted, but that's likely just the path to 8 item, because punch is also path to 8 and 6.
Wow. Okay, 2 rainbow coins. We are no longer worried about money.
Nope.
Alright, we're rich. Actually, never mind. Those are the first 2 rainbow coins Kilvereis found, so he's, like, super happy to see those. Not checking the hillside dirt. What? Ooh. What is he cooking? Is he, like, trying to, like, end in the painting room?
But you don't have Diddy or Peanuts. How are you gonna end?
Kilvereis is skipping some wild stuff. Like, I don't know what he's cooking. That is a wild skip.
I mean, this is why, like, he either gets a 112 or it ends in a forfeit, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, maybe. I guess seeing it in action is, like, kind of unbelievable. That's, like, a crazy one to skip, because it's, like, right there and, like, decent density, no matter what you do. Okay, we need key 4 real bad. What are we doing for key 4? Diving? Trombone? Probably trombone. Where might that be? I mean, we did Lanky's Igloo and got diving out of it, so maybe it is just diving? But then where would diving be used?
Because we have not seen... Yeah, because we're stuck in these first 4 levels
Okay,
for key 4.
Random slam in the 4th lobby. We'll take that. Oh, piano game? I love piano. I love piano game.
Because you have some more trombones. You have the cabin and caves, but that's out of logic without your sprint.
Right. Here we go. What is Diddy on the worm? I mean, he's either here or face shooting, so no matter what, Kilvereis is getting him. The worm has a Kong. Hello. Alright, what's the Beanstalk got for us? You're checking the Beanstalk, right, bud? Let's take a look. He's not even looking.
No, he's not. He's not looking.
Okay, is he right to not look, though?
I think he's trolling us at this point.
He's got to be griefing. He's trolling, man. He's skipping random checks, not looking at the Beanstalk. I mean, is it likely to be anything at this point?
Well, yeah, I agree with Alpha. I respect it because, like, whenever it's bean required, they always do, like, the bean way of the horde itself and the beanstalk way of the horde, and they always overhint it when it's required.
Well, it needs, like, 15 things, so I wouldn't call it overhinting.
Yeah. But in, like, the grand scheme of what's actually helpful to figure out the seed, it feels
If key 6 is not in the hive, this does make sense, because the only thing that could be up there is key 6. Or something that gets you to key 6, I guess, in some miraculous scenario. But yeah, it's very likely the Beanstalk is dead. Diddy Kong with an insane guitar solo as we free the worm. And now, what do you do with Diddy? For King, the answer is pretty straightforward. You just go do lower cabin because you can.
Almost going for the old hunky strat of grabbing the coin through the stump.
Nice try. No, wrong way. Do not do that. Kilvereis does so on R&D with trombone.
Yeah, because how many other trombone things do you have? Or diving? It's nothing.
Makes a lot of sense for key 4. This might bail King out. He might. Oh wait, he did get diving him. Stupid. His diving was trombone locked. Let's see what we got. Any Fs? CDB. Fun fact, if you're playing this and streaming, do not ever do anything else. Do not read chat while doing this game. You will mess it up. I promise. It's impossible. It can't be done. With a random pattern, you can't keep it in your head. It's just impossible. It scientifically can't be done.
I like Etiquette's idea. Diving for Jape's Diddy medal.
No way. I mean...
Because, yeah, if diving locks peanuts, that's just how it is.
Ugh. Yeah, but what do you need peanuts for? Key4? Alright, Key4.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it's boring, I know, right?
Are we about to see painting dirt?
Alright, is the painting hill dirt gonna be something crazy? If this is something good, this seed might just be over. Alright. Like, I don't know how you recover from that if you don't check that and something important is there. Like, you have to, like, get it into the way of the horde.
Maybe he doesn't know the kick slide up with Tiny.
There's no way. Because he's about to do this flip. That means he does know how to do this. Like...
Okay. Maybe you're right.
Okay, he was going to try and do that flip. It's a tough one.
Because Tiny slides a different way every time. You have to sort of react to the kind of slide you get. Ooh.
I guess he just doesn't want to do it anymore. All right.
I mean, you have barrels and balloon. You could go up there. No.
He might also be... Okay. Some psycho routing here is that you're banking on DK being in the painting room because it's a lanky. He's locked by a lanky check, and we haven't seen him somehow. We don't know where he is.
Oh, true.
So maybe he's like banking on like, yeah, I'll just be back there later and get the dirt then. I don't know. That's like insane to me, but like maybe.
There's no way. I like.
It's a tough sell, all right. It's a real tough sell. Can we get James Lanky Metal right now? Out of logic, maybe.
No, no. There's no. Because you have nothing. I mean, you have diving for the 5, but...
With no moves, you need one of grape, peanut, or coconut plus diving. Ooh, there's Rocket Barrel. Alright, so that's pretty good for Kilvereis. That might send him back to caves. This is the Way of the Horde? No, it's not Way of the Horde. That's just
no, it's not. It's just Rocket Barrel.
That is not the Way of the Horde shop in Castle. That's just a nice find. And it helps you get to Cranky faster. That's just amazing. That is an extraordinarily placed Rocket Barrel.
Something we haven't talked about is we have the main aisle's Peanut Cage Way of the Horde.
Oh,
which that's locked by Trombone, Barrels, and Rocket Barrel. All of these, like, we have so few path hints to even understand how this is all related.
Oh God. You are right. Although I think it's probable.
This could just be all for 8 stuff.
And that's what I think it is. I think it's for something for key 8, which is going to make this a total mess. Because now that we know that Trombone is not needed for anything besides key 4, or it's needed for key 4 and then just key 8, that pins it down to something exactly for key 8, which naturally has the most requirements, which makes it the hardest to read. So our hints may just be indecipherable, and that's just something we're going to have to deal with. Amen.
We are already 40 minutes in. I didn't even realize.
This is another boss check for King, which is kind of crazy. This is the Japes boss? Alright, that's pearl number 3. We've seen a lot of pearls. I think there's one in a shop, too. Maybe that's number 4. I think that's pearl number 3. Oh, he was looking for DK on the boss, actually. Could have been a lanky boss. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. King is going back to 4. Oh, yeah, because he still needs Diddy.
He needs Diddy, yeah.
And then we'll see if he calls the piano game.
Probably just goes lower cabin next, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, because he does have the guitar.
Because that could be Peanut.
Right.
That fit reasonably well. Kinda. Maybe. I want to know where Key 5 is. Key 5 is in the Owl Tree area, so we know we need Grape, and we have, like, no leads on that.
We need more hints. Someone hit 28.
Yeah, right? That actually might be...
It's slow on the gold bananas.
So maybe Castle's the play here, just to get GBs, right? Clear out this foolish surroundings to maybe find some GBs or something. I don't know why he checked that, because we know it's foolish, and are you really going to do that for a GB? I'm also definitely ticking Rocket Barrel used for Traversal to climb the castle. I'm taking that. You can't stop me. Alright, we gotta look at the beanstalk, it's nothing. Oh, that's not nothing. Hang on. I thought it was nothing. I made that up. That's a potion of the beanstalk.
Wait, really? I wasn't looking. I was looking at the cranky, which is the peanuts.
I think it's clear, though, so it's, like, pretty weak.
Yeah.
But we just got peanut on cranky, which is hinted away the horde, so that's a nice pickup as well. Uh-oh.
So now... Yeah, now the main aisle's peanut cage is fully in logic.
Alright, I am bracing for impact on this peanut cage to be the bean. That would just go nuclear.
That...
I'm ready. Bring it on. Or, like, lower cabin being the bean. Just give us a bean on a Way of the Horde hinted check. We can do a lot of the Way of the Horde hinted checks now. We can now do the peanut cage. We can now do lower cabin, or combined between all the items we know of. We can do the punch fairy if we can get into the galleon. I guess we need key 4. Or I guess we need key 5 for that, but still.
Which we need grape for.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so we do need grape. Hopefully one of our known Way of the Hordes will give us grape. Hopefully. It won't be on the peanut cage. I think we can... we know it's not going to be on the peanut cage.
Right, otherwise some of this stuff would have been past to 5.
There we go. King pieced together that mushroom exterior hint. That's exactly key 7 right here on the mushroom exterior. And with Diddy flips and a chunky tag, you can get in this bonus barrel and skip rocket barrel. However...
Yeah, I mean, he had already hit warp 5, so this is...
That's super fast.
Not bad.
Of course, Kilvereis is just going to have rocket barrel when he does this, and it'll just like, fly up instantly, so this isn't really that important. Like there, Castle Shops, that's your hint. So rocket barrel... Could it be on the owl?
I mean, is that could be rocket or peanuts? No, that's rocket. Never mind, because it's the 7. Okay.
Yeah, that has to be rocket barrel.
Yeah, it has to be rocket.
Which is helpful. That's a helpful bit of distinction. Also, we just finally got Tiny Face hinted.
Right.
So we now know we need Mini Monkey somewhere, which is apparently rocket barrel locked, which could be lower cabin. It could be that lower cabin is grape, which would explain a bunch, and then grape maybe gets us Mini Monkey somewhere. Castle CVs are foolish, so we don't even need to worry about that chunky metal that Kilvereis was also aggressively skipping because he's a maniac. And Triangle is our only low lanes potion, so that kills the Blast Course, that kills the Feather Cage and the Grape Cage. Okay, there's a bonus barrel up there. I think Kilvereis is going to try this a little bit harder now. Oh, actually, he can just do this vanilla. Okay, never mind. That might be why he passed on this, because he realized, why am I trying to flip up with Tiny? I could just use the balloon pad like a sane person.
Mm-hmm.
Kilvereis got Chunky Metal in the Punch Shed. Alright, well, got me. Fair enough. He was, like, flying through the lower cave like he didn't care about... He didn't care about the chunky singles at all. But if he ends up in the shed, then there's a balloon there, so that kind of fits pretty well. Plus all the dungeon balloons. What could be in caves? What could be in Castle Lobby? I can't think of anything that could be here.
Yeah, this is probably nothing important.
Kind of hard to skip, though. If you literally see a potion, it's harder to skip than, you know, skipping a dirt patch that you know to be nothing. Twirl's up here.
Twirl.
That's funny. Alright, good one, game, good one. We do have a tiny helm, so there is a world where you get destroyed by that. Alright, this looks like grape here. Wait, yeah, this fits for grape. Wait, no it doesn't.
Alright, Stan, let's go.
Alright, my head just exploded. I think that's for painting room?
Painting room. Yeah, now Kilvereis can finally get...
Oh my god.
for DK.
That is outrageous. Oh my god. Wow, the oranges are just not cooperating for King at all. They're like homing in on the wrong thing. I don't know what's going on there. Can our resident DK64 expert explain what those oranges are doing? I have no idea.
They try to home in on something, but they're very delayed.
They're homing to nothing there. Like, what? Okay, that's not grape. Okay, that's Mini Monkey. Maybe Mini Monkey gets us grape. Alright, fine. Golly. We need that. That solves Tiny K Rool. We're good there. It could be we have Lanky K Rool. That would fit pretty well here. I mean, even if we have DD K Rool, we don't care because we have everything. The only thing we're kind of scared of, I guess, is Blast, but we're not really scared of that anymore, I guess, because we're going to guaranteed get a Blast in, if it is that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, King, again, looks behind, but he's getting all of these moves because he got that guitar early.
Wait.
Out of logic.
Hang on, I think it has to be Donkey K Rool. Because we got a Rocket Barrel hint that isn't pointing at Diddy phase, and we got a Trombone hint that isn't pointing at Lanky phase. I think it has to be Donkey K Rool.
Yeah, it does have to be at this point, you're right.
So, where's Blast? That is now a question mark.
Yeah, we have 7 hints left. Kilvereis very likely needs to see some sort of main caves hint.
Hey, is that Donkey in there? That looks like Donkey. Maybe? I'm making stuff up again. Alright, it's Donkey. We're good. That is the family at 49 minutes, which is sub 1 hour. I will take that square. Thank you very much. Bang.
All right, so what's next on Kilvereis' to-do list?
I'm not sure, but I think my bingo board is screwed. Anyway, back to the game. I think my bingo board is dead in the water, team. it's looking bad.
There's still no grape. Yeah, we don't know where grape is.
And we don't have any leads on that either. Like, rocket barrel or mini at best.
Oh, because rocket barrel to 5, what if it's just owl race?
Right. So it's not really great odds there.
But...
And we know rocket barrel locks guitar, which really hurts.
But Kilvereis doesn't know that, so he might go chase the rocket barrel.
Yeah, that would help him. Is this new info? No, this is not new info. Is he dumping for hints? I think he is.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good dump.
You don't know where grape is.
Here comes the hints. All right, here we go. Ballroom. That's new info.
Ballroom
and crypt. Okay, we got action here. We got 2 things to do in castle.
So crypt is key 6. That's sort of that's sort of what I mentioned earlier. Pineapple plus punch.
That fits perfectly for crypt. And then ballroom could be grape, I guess.
Grape, yeah.
That fits great. And the slam. Oh my god, the slam is coming into play. The random slam in forest lobby that Kilvereis found, King does not have.
King's already King's already gone back to forest and got all that stuff.
And he definitely had feather at the time because he went and got Diddy immediately. Ooh, that whiff is gonna hurt.
That is, yeah. Well, he might just find another slam. Look on the bright side.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you just miracle pull a slam. This is also our 3rd level with foolish CBs, which you love to see. In a seed where you get a boss hinted, it's great to see 3 bosses being killed otherwise. Alright, so this is about to get real weird real quick. Because Kilvereis is a slam up, but King is a guitar up. And guitar is looking pretty useful. We know we need guitar. And it's kind of lampshaded by rocket barrel. It's not obvious that it's rocket barrel locked.
And now this ballroom is sort of distracting you from rocket. Could have been path to something, but now it's like, oh, this is locked by rocket barrel, so this is what the hints are pointing towards.
This is even worse, yeah, because like if this gets you grape, then you're like, oh, it's just something in the owl tree. Life is good.
Yeah.
But if it's on the owl, ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot.
You hope that the 45 hint pack saves you at that point.
Yeah, you really hope so. I think the factory shop key at the chunky key roll is just Gorilla Gone, so that's like no info. I think it's pretty useless.
Yeah.
I guess it kills Gorilla Gone for anything else besides we got Tiny out of it, so whatever. Now that said, for all the insane routing choices Kilvereis has done, he's doing something right clearly because he's at effective 40 GBs in his pocket. He's at 38 with 2 blueprints, and King is at 28 with 3 blueprints. Kilvereis is running away with the GBs at a prodigious rate. It's possible
the last couple of minutes he's been getting a lot.
Yeah, it's possible that King is going to catch up some in a castle clear here, a castle sweep here, but that gives Kilvereis like tons of time to solve the seed. He is like flying. Maybe he's cooking. Maybe he's willing to just like randomly lose seeds to not checking hillside dirt. Please tell me he hit the hillside dirt on his way through. Japes, he did that, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Yeah,
surely.
Say probably, but like surely, right? Like.
Camerson brought up a good point that King did not check candy yet in castle and has been climbing castle.
Oh.
Getting foolish color bananas in a foolish surroundings.
That is pure pain. And sure enough, there's a grape shooter in the ballroom.
Okay, we sort of expected this.
This fits pretty well. Okay, and we solve the rest of the seed. If we put... Hang on. Well, we put key 5 in the owl tree somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere in owl tree.
Key 6 in the crypt, key 7 in the mushroom. Sax is the punch fairy, and the seed is solved, I think.
Yeah.
That would be everything we know. But that requires the synthesis of... Well, critically it requires knowing where guitar is. So if Kilvereis gets a guitar hint, he's in just basically go mode, I think. I think everything just kind of falls into place for him.
Baboon Blast.
Blast! But we're gonna get a blast hint, so like that is kind of a
Okay,
given.
yeah, that is guaranteed.
We will get a Donkey Phase hint somewhere. It's not clear what will get hinted for Donkey K. Rool. It could be Blast itself. It could be something really vague, like a really early item that we got. I don't even know what it could have been. Like, what's something really early that blocked a ton of things that would be awful to get hinted? Like, be as unhelpful as possible.
I mean, it could be like a path into a Way of the Horde we already have, right?
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Like barrels, I think. Actually, barrels would probably be the worst thing, because that could mean it could be on like the level 7 boss, just as a middle finger for you. Just like, let's make this as bad as possible. Kilvereis double tapping Lanky, just an absolute savage. Unbelievable. Key 6 in the crypt. Life is good. Okay, back to Forest. He's gonna try his luck at the Owl Tree and probably also get Key 7 in the Mushroom while he's there. This is real good. This route has got to feel really good. However, he's
in a really good spot.
It all comes undone if Key 5 is on the Owl. That is the disaster case for Kilvereis right now, because he needs guitar really badly, does not know where it is. Actually,
no, I think the disaster is that he gets Key 5 here and just moves on to level 6 and 7.
You're right.
And leaves the guitar.
Because then it becomes
probably better off if Key 5 is on Owl Race, because that limits his search for guitar.
You're right. Alright, so I guess it's a disaster no matter what happens, because guitar is kind of bad no matter what happens, really. He's still got to find guitar, and as far as we can tell, he doesn't have any help for it.
Because these casinos that restrict you to the first 5 levels are not as bad as casinos across all 7 levels.
Yeah, that's real bad. I guess we'll know he's down tremendous when he starts checking bosses. When Kilvereis pulls the boss ripcord, we can probably, like, you know, that's emergency territory. Nothing good is happening at that point. Does he have anything that would send him back to caves? I guess if he had Mini Monkey, but Mini Monkey is Rocket Barrel locked. Oh man, there's really nothing good to send him back to caves. Ugh.
He could also go for the guitar hint in Helm.
Can he, though?
It locks a Mini, and all you need... Mini is theoretically only needed for Tiny Phase.
I guess he could, yeah. That would be kind of insane. Oh god, I think that world does exist. What the heck? That would be earth-shattering. Key 5 could be in the anthill, and that just ruins the stage. Doubly so, but...
We have no idea where Sax is.
Sax is probably punch-locked, actually, so no, it probably is not in the anthill.
Yeah, assuming, that is truly just a path to 8.
It's probably the Punch Fairy in Galleon, which would be both locked by Key 5 and Punch, which is not hinted to Key 5.
There's not much else that could just be path to 8 other than that Sax.
So I think
something that leads to Sax, at least.
So we know it's not the anthill. So what are we looking at in the Owl Tree? We're looking at the Crate, we're looking at the Rabbit Race, we're looking at the Kasplat, we're looking at the Owl. 4 checks. You gotta win the 3 out of 4. Kilvereis can do 3 of the 4. He cannot do 1 of the 4. And it's really funny if it's the Owl Race, because then all hell breaks loose. It's also perhaps funnier if it's the Rabbit Race, because then that's not great either.
Better go get your keg and bring it over.
Yeah, if it's the Rabbit Race, it's bad for everybody. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, okay, so we've hit the 50-50 of danger, because now it's not looking like Kilvereis is getting...
Now he's turning it day. He's going for Rabbit Race.
He's checking the Rabbit Race. I mean, DK Rabbit Race? This is kind of crazy.
Well, he's checking it. He's not doing it.
DK Rabbit Race is really hard on emulator. Needed that little rider there. There is a chance that, like, the rabbit just gets randomly stuck on some pickup, and it's kind of free, but that's not a given. That's far, far from a given. Alright, Does the main character weasel his way into the seed and have key 5? Because this would be like straight unhinted. It's on the owl! Alright, so it's kind of a disaster, but also kind of not. It's somewhere in the first... It's somewhere in the first 3 levels. He picks Factory to start digging up guitar. That kind of sucks. There go the dreams of getting the guitar hint in Helm, because you cannot get into Helm without key 5. That is not happening. Well, actually, wait.
Well, yes, you can.
Wait, you can't. He has 6 and 7.
But
oh my god.
How do you get... Getting 64 golden bananas without level 6 and 7 is probably not the best use of your time.
It's a tough sell, but if anyone can do it, I bet Kilvereis could. He can find a way.
He needs 20 more. Are you really going to find 20?
Well, he's going back to shops to try and pick up some more, I guess.
Well, yeah, going for your 45 pack of hints is...
yeah.
That
makes a lot of sense.
Could bail you out here.
But meanwhile, King is catching up real quick. He just pulled his... I forgot, what did he just pull? He just pulled his...
He was somewhere.
His O stand. He just pulled his O stand and is now headed back to get DK in the painting room. I mean, he's getting family like an hour. That's not gotta feel incredible. But I feel like he hasn't, like... Where would you say King's time is bleeding from? Is it just Kilvereis being insanely aggressive and missing some things?
I think... Yeah, by being aggressive and skipping, like, the foolish forest bananas, and, like, he didn't climb mushroom like King did, right? Yeah.
A slow mushroom climb, a slow castle climb, that can set you back pretty far, but I don't think it sets you back this far. It feels... where did the time go? I don't even know. The time and the GB difference. I guess the GB difference is closing pretty rapidly. 45 effective for Kilvereis versus 41 effective for King. So it's a little bit closer than I thought. Yeah, maybe that just is all the difference. DK, Donkey Kong. There's no way he's dumping 2 blueprints at Snides. Wow, he really wants his hints. You only get 2 hints at 45, so it better be good. It better be real good for him. And there's the info that King needs to keep going. Crypt at Ballroom, go. Actually, he already did the Crypt. He got key 6 out of the Crypt already without the hint. But he didn't do Ballroom, I don't think, so I should send him back.
Yeah, King checked more bosses too, and like he has
Ballroom?
mini, so that time spent getting mini is significant too.
My brother and Donk, you need to go to the Ballroom to get your grape. Where are you going?
Oh,
brother.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you can't be reading hints and then not doing them. That's a little rough. Alright, 45 hints. Kilvereis needs a miracle main caves hint. That's not a main caves hint, that's real bad.
Oof.
A very bad Oasis and Totem Area hint because Aztec is 6 or 7, we don't care at all, and a key 4 hint that is way too late to matter.
Oh, so this means that your DKK rule hint is on 50.
We get a useful 50 hint? That's a bingo square.
Don't know if it'll be useful.
That's a bingo square. That's a useful 50 hint. There you go.
But what if it's something super not useful? It's technically useful, but effectively not useful.
Does the knowledge that it is a DKK rule hint constitute usefulness?
No, you can already figure that out by this point.
Okay, whatever, man. I think that counts. If I had that square, I'm penciling it in. You have my seal of approval to click that square. We full clear to any region? I don't even know why I'm asking this. It's never
King
gonna
doesn't have slam. That's why he's not going to Diddy.
Oh, we're the fools. Or I guess I'm the fool. You caught it first, so I'm less a fool. Or I'm more a fool.
I was reading chat. I'm just taking credit for other people's chat messages.
I love doing that, but yeah, we've been had. Well, I mean, I think that slam is in a horrendous location for him as well. That's like, when you forget about that, that's really hard to forget about. And somehow, due to that, they're both casinoing for an item that the other has, and in an hour and 4 minutes in, they're both climbing production at the same time. This is hilarious.
It's just, the forest lobby is so unfortunate, because that is, like, an easy check that...
Yeah. You remember it or you don't.
Yeah.
But, like, the blueprint pillar... That's kind of an easy check, too. Like, if you have an instrument you can use at the time, which, okay, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't have an instrument at the time, actually. They couldn't have peeked it.
And it's not like you use Balloon for that every day. It's the scenario to use Baboon Balloon there, like,
Yeah.
it's pretty rare.
The only way you could have checked it is with Balloon at that time. There's other ways to do it now, right? With Twirl, there's ways up. With an instrument, you could peek it. They just straight up have Rocket Barrel. But in that instance, in that cave strip, the only way to check exactly that Kasplat was with Balloon. And King did it, and boy howdy, it's paying off for him.
Welcome to bonus.
Alright, yeah, Kilvereis is in dire straits. He might actually be legitimately thinking of getting to 64 before... to get an Helm before finding Key 5. This is... Whew! That... Speaking of things that don't feel good, that has gotta be pretty bad.
The thing that Kilvereis has going for him is that Caves has 0 foolish hints. We've had all these levels with foolish color bananas, mills, surroundings, very large foolish regions. Eventually, he's gonna go to Caves.
And Caves has pretty large regions, too.
And now that you have like way more instruments and other moves than you did the first trip to Caves, it might make sense to go next.
Yeah, this is pretty rough, though. We'll see who uncorks this one first. This is a tricky one. Oh, pick up your fairies? Maybe it's on BFI? That's 3 fairies
Yeah,
for Kilvereis.
With that mini that is locked by guitar.
Oh. Alright, you got me. Alright, King is checking bosses. This is... Abandon all hope. All ye who enter the TNS.
What if it is Bean on a boss, but you don't have sax? Never mind. For that.
That would be earth-shattering, but...
I mean, that could be the case, because your slams are not a part of the path. It's an either-or, so that could be a slam up there.
It definitely could be a slam up there. I mean, we know where all the things are to get Key 5 are, or Key 5 is. We know that Kilvereis just simply needs to go to Caves to find his Rocket Barrel, or find his guitar on the Blueprint Pillar. And we know that King needs to go to Forest Lobby to get his slam from the fairy. And that solves everything, right? You go get Key 5, and then you run into Galleon, you go pick up your saxophone, and you just go beat the game. And then maybe get 50 GBs and figure out where Blast is in the meantime. I mean, shoot, Kilvereis is about to get to 50. He's at 49 right now, with 2 blueprints in his pocket. He is not making it to 64. I regret to inform you all that that is not happening. He is, like, not even close right now.
At this point, though, Baboon Blast is probably not on some mega path. It's probably just going to be, like, an easy level 6 or 7 check.
It's just going to be, like, in an Aztec shop or something. Like, who cares?
Otherwise, surely it would have been on all these other paths.
But he doesn't have it yet, so it is still a useful hint. So, bingo enjoyers.
Is he going to look? He's at 50.
Aztec Metal
There you
Rewards.
go.
That's
Aztec Medals.
That might be the worst one yet, but it's super annoying. But sure enough, that had to be a Donkey K. Roll hint.
But which medal?
That's kind of annoying. I mean, there's a lot of good ones. Aztec medals are actually really not too bad.
The DK one would be
oh man,
special.
Oh no, wait, you can't do the DK one. You need coconut.
No, you need
Blast.
coconut. And there's no going out of logic. Yeah, yeah.
You need coconut or blast. But if you get blast, you also need red slam.
Right.
Or you need the slam. You need the slam for Aztec. If it's 7, you would need red slam.
But blast is on the medal, so that's not even like.
Ooh. Okay, so you just straight need coconut if it's on the medal.
But it's probably just something boring like Diddy or Tiny.
It's much more likely on a medal that doesn't require anything. Like Diddy's medal needs Peanut or Rocket Barrel, but they're both accessible, so it's not going to be that. Lanky's medal would need Grape without Blast, so it's not Lanky's medal. Because we have Grape. We don't. Oh, do we have Grape hinted? We have Rocket hinted, and Rocket get us Grape. So, no, wait, did it? Yes. No. Yes. Yes. So it's not,
so it can't be Lanky's.
It's not Lanky's medal. It's either Tiny's medal or maybe Chunky's medal. No, it's not Chunky's medal because Pineapple got hinted. So it is just Tiny's medal or Diddy's medal. It's one of the two.
Or unhinted coconut.
Or unhinted coconut. That. Ooh. Oh, brother. Oh, we got a counting game. Yes, we got a counting game. Give me that square. Wait, that doesn't matter. Wait, check done. That requires 4 more moves. Yes, we're good. All right, team. I am Baboon. I'm a random simian spring away from a bingo.
Okay, Kilvereis is here.
Oh, here we go. Unleash the beast. There is his guitar, just completely unhindered effectively to him. Here you go, solve your seed. He's free. He got his rocket barrel, or he got his guitar that will get him key 5 and whatever's in here, which is Mini Monkey, which is gonna solve his K rule. Life is looking pretty good for Kilvereis right now. He's back in the driver's seat.
Although you have to be thinking, it is 1:10 on the timer, and you still have a whole owl race to do with a mini game, then go to Aztec and do a medal. Like,
Well, I tell you what, if King had the slam at a force lobby, I think he'd be in the lead by now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He just missed the slam.
Been casinoing for slam for a while.
We talk about Kilvereis playing crazy aggressive and skipping things, then it turns out it's King and missing something is just, I guess, the backbreaker. Also, here comes random sprint. Hello.
Yeah, we got the sprint, but we've already seen the rabbit race.
Wait. Bad hit detection wheel. That's a square. Yes. Yes. I don't think it's gonna help me. My board is horrible right now. My bingo board is in absolute shambles. I need them to do a bunch of things that I know they're not gonna do, which is that's kind of rough. Like I said, my saving grace is them randomly finding spring, because I know they're gonna get blast, and that would be all pad moves. That's my world right now. But Kilvereis' world, looking mighty fine. Here comes key 5 on the freaking owl. We know it's not in the anthill because Sax is almost certainly in Galleon, and Galleon is locked by this key 5. He's not even reading the text, he's just gonna go do it.
It could say, what could it say? What could it possibly say?
He saved 1 whole second by doing it, my god. Give me Coconut Shooter, and it's in Jape's low line cage or something, I don't know. Or it's in one of the Jape's hillside cages or something that we didn't look at, I don't know. Coconut, give me Strong Kong, and it's in the Thornvine Barn. That's appropriately psychotic.
Alright, King, are you going for its lobby?
He's taking pictures of Isles Fairies. There's another one. He's not going to the other one. He's doing Isles checks, though, I guess. If he found it right now, this is actually pretty close. But right now, I think he's just a little behind.
The ballroom with a mini game though. Once
yeah.
He gets the grade, and then like he has to come do this himself.
It's
like he's had the knowledge of.
Yeah, he would need to find it right now, and he's just a little bit behind.
Welcome to bonus stage.
I guess we could fantasize about worlds where the 50-50 on Aztec medals goes in your favor. I mean, you're probably always doing Diddy's medal first with Rocket Barrel around the totem area.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. I'm not sure how you get Tiny's medal really fast. Wait, I
entered. I can enter the tiny temple for her 2 balloons.
Hang on. I have notes on all this stuff. Why don't I do this? Yeah, you have to go into Tiny's. You have to go into Tiny Temple in order to commit to that, which is a little bit of a reach. Yeah, all you can really do is just the 5-door temple trees. Is your best bet there. But alright, level 6. Alright, level 6. That averts the. Okay, I guess DK's medal was never the problem. But yeah, I guess the only landmine Kilvereis has to avoid is Donkey medal in Aztec. If it is not on Tiny's medal or Diddy's medal, the Baboon Blast, that is red alert. I don't think he's quite pieced together that it can't be on Chunky's medal, so he's checking Chunky's medal anyway, but it definitely cannot be this one. You can find Coconut here, that would be kind of sick, but...
Well, let's see. We're Feather or Hunky on...
Pineapple was hinted.
Okay, yeah, pineapple was
Yeah.
directly to 6. There's nothing else there. You're right,
Yeah.
it was 100%.
It's just definitely not here. And my other bailout was runner hits 2 hours, and I think we're going a little under 2 hours. I hate to say it. How dare they ruin my bingo boards?
Kilvereis is confident he has the seed solved, buying these last couple golden bananas he needs.
Yep.
To hit 64.
Yup, because all he's got to do basically is run through Aztec, run to the Sax and Galleon, and he's done. Oh, little slap of the rabbit. I see you, King. Good one.
At least we got to see both rabbit checks this seed.
The main character weasels his way into the seed once again. No slam. I mean, it's just not a slam, so it's kind of over. We can't say it's over till it's over, but it just keeps the knife just keeps twisting every time. It's just not a slam. Alright, I need one of these random Aztec checks to be Simeon Spring to save my bingo board. I beg you. Or Spring is in the caverns. I don't know how this would lead you to Sax, but just put it there.
Yeah, you just do all your spring stuff. I've been in that situation.
I don't know how it works, but just do it. We've seen the block tower too, which is like the easy spring check. We've seen Diddy Production, the other easy spring check. Upper cabin? I don't think upper cabin fits because it has to be to. Oh, okay, upper cabin could fit, I think, but that would also be kind of evil. Yeah, now this is confidence. Skipping Cranky is wild.
No, this is what you do. We only need 3 more golden bananas, and you still have to go into Galleon.
Yeah, you could finish it at a Galleon Cranky instead, I guess, if need be. I think you check Funky, but you don't check Cranky here. Alright, is it Diddy's Medal? Coming up on it. Punch 1. There you go, Baboon Blast.
There it is.
Life is good. Okay, he's not even checking Funky. Never mind. Eat my words. The only donkey move I think we're gonna find.
Alright, we can still hope for a Simeon Spring in the chest.
Okay, no, we need Spring on... Wait. It says a runner gets all pad moves. I think that means one runner has to have them all. Oh, no.
I'm just thinking for maximum content. What if Sax on DK minecart in castle and we get Gorilla Grab here and we're looking for unhindered coconut?
I'll have what he's having. Alright, so this punch fairy, this fairy in the punch chest. This is we pegged this as saxophone like an hour ago. Is this actually our answer? Okay, not an hour ago, probably more like half an hour ago. Forgive me for time warping. Bang.
Ooh, I thought that was blue for a second, but
No. That was a frame 1 pause exit.
and yeah, he has exactly 64. This is
Beautiful.
This is it. There's not a mini game that can stop him.
Yeah, I guess having the twirl kind of makes you really cozy here. Nothing really to worry about. Life is good. At worst, you get mildly inconvenienced by not having sprint for lengthy sprint minigame that doesn't really need it. Is it a slam casino? I think so. Pretty much. That slam is unhindered
Yeah.
and absolutely necessary. We don't know where the other one is, that's for sure. For all we know, the other one was in level 6 and 7.
I guess if you do have a slam on the beanstalk, then maybe feather could have been like path to stuff, because then feather locks both of them. But I mean, we didn't have a path hint for feather this seed.
Yeah, feather being the crate and storage, which is way the horde hinted. Things we don't know.
Oh no, but Sax is beyond level. Like Sax is locked by P5 anyway.
Hang on, have we full cleared any region? I'm trying to salvage my bingo. It's in shambles.
We've full cleared any? What do you mean by full clear a region? Like
Runner full clears any region. Oh, here we go. King gets the slam. Right here.
yeah.
Oof.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Here's the winner. And that one's gotta hurt. I don't know what's on the beanstalk. That's what I want to know. What's on the beanstalk of all things? Well, yeah, any region includes jetpack and railroad GB, but like neither of them checked it. We don't even know.
Well done.
Or anything.
Pull up.
You know what?
Pull up. We didn't do a quick beanstalk. Skip.
King full clear testing, because he did all that jazz. He did block tower. He did dart wheel. He did
Oh yeah,
counting game.
yeah. Chat was counting.
Testing. Bang. I don't think this helps me actually, because I think we looked at every production check at least. So there's that too. But I think he like actually picked up every testing check. Kind of just fell on it. Maybe he didn't do the spring barrel. Yeah, it's screwed. I'm taking it. I need every square I can get at this point. I'm kind of in ruins. He's not even trying to cutscene skip. Alright. Or maybe he was late. Probably just late.
And they were even talking about this in the race time chat beforehand, how they weren't starting with a blue slam this seed. And that is what ends up costing Kilvereis.
You cannot tempt the randomizer gods like that. That was a fatal blow. If you tempt fate, it will be repaid.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Yeah, at this point, King is like a helm behind or more. He's got GBs to pick up. He's catching up on the owl now, or he's catching up on the ballroom now. Oh, this wasn't even a fast minigame either. Ooh, boy. Even when I said if he had slam in his pocket, it would be faster than... I don't even know. It would have been close. Oh my goodness. What an insane cutscene skip. I'm counting that as home cutscene skip. Kilvereis got the cop cutscene skip. You roll into the cop to skip the cutscene instead of the instrument. I think that's even faster.
Yeah, that might be faster than...
Because it puts you like right in front of the door, right? That's gotta be faster. Maybe it depends on the room. Like
Oh
maybe
yeah, that's way faster. Yeah, the instrument takes time itself.
Yeah, true. Probably about as much time as the getting caught cutscene itself. That's it. Alright, he's a genius. That's a nice skip. What is our K rule order? I don't think we even know our order. We know the phases, but we have no idea the order because we didn't get any combined.
Yeah,
we didn't get any combined.
No multipath combined K rules.
I guess we're doing chunky first. Okay. Next, maybe tiny. Maybe donkey. Who knows? We get the classic. You gotta make him sweat in the boot. Kilvereis has got to be thinking through like, oh my god, I can't believe I missed that guitar. That's gonna be a disaster for me. Oh my god.
Yeah, because if he had gotten that guitar first trip to caves, like this seed is potentially 5+ minutes faster. For him.
At least, yeah. It could be anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes faster, I think. But if he gets that, then like, does he do other random things like more aggressively skip some other stuff and like japes, or I don't even know, man. There's some crazy things he skipped that I was like, what is he doing?
But ultimately, King is the one punished for skipping a crazy check.
Well, the thing is I think King just like made a mistake and meant
Oh,
to skip
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I think that was an honest mistake. I think Kilvereis, honest to God, chose not to do some things that I just could not believe.
I don't think that was intentional to skip painting or dirt.
Really?
Is that like his normal route to skip that?
That's crazy to me. That JB is so fast. How do you not do it? Like, Donkey could have been in the Stormy Tunnel barrel instead of painting room. He didn't know it was in the painting room yet. So, like, he didn't know he was coming back for it.
And it's also not that out of your way, either.
Right? Like, it's blowing my mind. He's crazy. I'm gonna roast him for it. Actually, wait. He's probably listening. Oh, no.
Oh yeah, by now he is listening to us. Alright.
Alright, well, he better have his alibi prepped.
No, another thing I'll mention is I like going for the out of logic checks because if you get a move, you get so much information out of getting a move out of logic. You can put so much together about where maybe that orang stand was that could have been locking it, or I guess.
Honestly,
or PPT, but
I think in this seed, our path hints were almost as good as just Way of the Horde hints. Like, they may as well have just been Way of the Horde hints, it felt like. We got very little, like, specific info off many of our hints. Like, at best, we got to, like, rule out Pineapple for some stuff. There was very little, like, chaining of hints together. And I think it's because that O stand that was locked by a ton of things was, I think, only needed for DK. It wasn't, like, on the path to anything.
yeah.
But we didn't know because we got it kind of late because, you know, it's locked by a ton of things. So it's difficult to, like, piece together that that's not a part of the paths that are being hinted to you. And so because of that, it might look like the paths are more complicated than they appear. Maybe because of that, you could make some, like, insane meta read that, like, oh, that's probably just for a Kong and not for anything else. But that's kind of a
Yeah, that is a good point.
That's a really scary meta read, though, because, like, if you think you can get away with skipping it, like, Lanky and Japes, O-Stand is, like, a pretty strong contender to be Way of the Horde for one of two checks.
We were seeing a lot of Path to 8 stuff, so I was sort of thinking it would be something, like, for Helm.
The Path to 8 stuff is dried up. It actually, we got Trombone, and then we got Trombone hinted, and then, like, 2 packs later get Gorilla Gone, and then that's, like, the only key 8 hints you get. Yep, and so King has got to do... He's got to get his Blast and Sax, and then he's done. He goes to Helm and sends it off. Did he just backflip a toe? What? Is that what I'm... Am I seeing that right? Did he... Chad, did he backflip over a toe? Is that the new swag? Oh my god. New text just dropped. We doing toe backflips now. I had no idea you could even do that. That's crazy. Post it in the... We need this in the Discord right now. Discord.DK64Randomizer.com. Put it in Strat Toggle right now. We gotta... That is insane swag tech. The lag reduction strats are broke. The toe backflips are the real deal.
I'd be a good emote. Someone make it.
Tiny backflip, the toe choking them. Alright, we gotta be careful on our phrasing here.
Now that I say that, Mumbo can probably, like, do that in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Tiny backflipping the toes, choking the race win. Bang, that's time for Kilvereis right there. A fast DK phase to end it. A 129.42. Very nicely done.
Yeah, solid finish to the seed after Getting a little stuck on guitar.
GG's. He advances into winner's side, top 8, into the winner's semifinals. He is guaranteed 5th place in the Season 3 tournament. Guaranteed. Unbelievable, but he's eyeing for more. We'll pull him in a minute, if he's ready. Go track these guys down. In a moment. Of course, King checks the tiny metal first. That has nothing because that's just an absolute tragedy. Because like, what else could just not break his way? There's Blast. Please, spring right here. Oh, my bingo. No, that was my last chance. It's over. That's rough. That's rough. No bingo today. Unlucky.
Oh, maybe he goes crazy in Galleon and starts checking random stuff.
Dangle. Dangle. I am trying to contact our runners, and we are going to try and pull them in at any moment now. We can go find those sons of guns.
And you just drag them from the channel they're in.
I'm not trying to like grab them if they're not ready. I don't want to like jump scare and be like, "Oh, surprise, you're on air! Hey, bud."
King is ready.
He's ready. Let's go get that. Let's go get that. Go talk to King. We are joined by the King of YamiMakai, who on the stream has just acquired his saxophone and is calling it a day.
GG.
King, you are muted. Kilvereis, hello. Also,
hello.
welcome.
GG.
King is here.
Oh, that sucked.
Yeah, that was rough. That slam was a brutal one. That's for sure.
Yeah, I knew she was toast when the moment I saw where it was. I was just like, oh, I should have got that when I went for Diddy.
Yeah, well, what's wild is that it was Kilvereis hunting for guitar and you hunting for slam, and that was it was a back and forth. It was like who's gonna find it first.
I was thinking guitar might be a way I could pull ahead when I got it using balloon, but slam got me.
Definitely
it definitely was. If you had like found slam on your way into fungi, like when you were doing the apple stuff, like this would have been really close, and you may have had the lead just from how long it took Kilvereis to get guitar.
That is an incredible ammo belt too, and sax.
I thought it was going to be slam too, and I was going to be like, "That's just perfect."
That would be mental damage. So we got away with one there. If slam 3 is on the beanstalk, that is just game over, man. I don't know what to do about that if that's the case. Kilvereis, we cannot hear you, by the way, if you're trying to like mess with your mic or something. Or I don't know if you're
I would have checked the beanstalk, but I never found the bean, so.
Oh, you also died to lava at the last second, and you got somebody a bingo square. So you are the hero of the day. At the 11th hour, you saved it. Oh my goodness. Alright. That'll be a wrap on this seed.
Yeah, it was. I felt the seed was pretty straightforward, other than that slam and guitar, actually. I didn't realize it till the end that it wasn't hinted at all.
That guitar is very evil. It's very well hidden by the rocket barrel hint. Extremely well hidden, especially because once you find grape and go into the owl tree area, you can clear it out and then realize, oh my god, it's on the owl. And I still, you may not have guitar at that point. That's what happened to Kilvereis. He's like, oh my god, what do I do? I have to go find guitar. We didn't know if it was worse for it to be on the owl or not, because you need guitar for Mini Monkey later. So if you find key 5 in the owl tree, then you have the whole world to go look for guitar, as opposed to the first 5 levels. Not that it was even better.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think that would have been worse. If key 5 was not on the owl race, Kilvereis would have been... I don't know if he would have gone back to caves so fast when you have level 6 and 7 available to
I think what he would have done is I think he would have pushed to 64 GBs and got the guitar hint and helm. I think that's actually what would have happened. Because he didn't need guitar to get in the helm, which is hilarious.
At a rang stand on the peanut cage was mental damage, though.
That's absolutely ruthless. That one definitely hurt.
Because I didn't have the ballroom hint yet, so I didn't know I needed to slam just yet. And I'm like, okay, there's my grape. I'm just looking for blast because I pieced together that had to be a DK phase. So I'm like, let's just keep going, hopefully get a hint for it. And then I get a rank stand. I'm like, and then the next, like 5 seconds later, I get the hint that tells me the ballroom is the rocket check I'm looking for. I'm like,
We were thinking that like maybe there's like some unreal world where you like meta read that because it doesn't look like the peanut cage is on the path to anything, but like maybe that's like something you need for Kongs, which means it would basically have to be O stand for Japes DK. For a Japes Lanky check.
Yeah.
But like that's like a crazy read to make to skip that. I don't know. Especially when it's blue and you need grape really bad.
Yeah, I was just like, when I got it, I'm like, all right, there's grape, and then I just got to figure out blast. I thought I was smooth sailing, and then it was like back-to-back punches in the gut.
it just all goes downhill.
The start was also like pretty unfortunate for you, King, where you chose to climb the mushroom and go for your chunky metal just to immediately get that forest color bananas foolish right after.
Yeah. Oh. Did Kilvereis not climb the mushroom?
Nope.
Didn't need to actually.
There's
nothing up there.
That's insane.
Skipped a lot of stuff. Like you were way more thorough. No, he didn't check hints until like.
You don't get the rocket barrel hint until way later, or you don't get the mushroom exterior hint until several packs later. I don't think.
No, but you have the chunky unlocks Diddy in Forest.
No,
I can't believe skipping the metal.
No, he didn't check hints until after doing Forest.
I think he did see that hint. I think he actually is just a psycho like that. I'm not even kidding. I think he's just like actually insane. And then it turned out that like a couple hint packs. By the time he might have turned around to do it, he then got the hint that 4 CBs were foolish, which killed both the boss and the chunky metal. So it's like, okay, great. That's just like the best hint of all time, I guess.
I'm gonna have to watch this back, and if he has that hint and doesn't climb the mushroom for that medal, he sees the Matrix or something.
I had some things I wanted to say to him about some of the stuff he skipped. Like, I don't know what compelled him to skip that Painting Hill Dirt the first time through Japes. That like blew my mind. I still don't understand. He must just be like on a different level to skip that for some reason. And then obviously you're funneled back into the painting room later, so it's like it all works on the wash. But like, what the hell? I don't know. He's lucky. He's still prepping his alibi, I guess. It is pretty late where he is, so he's probably just gotta. He's probably just gotta run, so that's all well and good. Or he's figuring out tech. Either or, I don't know.
Tech issues get us all.
Actually, I think it is tech issues. That's just brutal. You hate to see it. But in any case, if we take a look at our bracket here, KingofYamiMakai is not out of this. Not yet. Up down into the winner. You get the winner of K-Man and Barry. Oh boy. You get the,
I get to be K-Man's next victim.
Yeah, well, okay, Barry's lined up for K-Man's next victim. But K-Man on a roll from losers. We'll see what he can make of that. Or Barry is just another excellent matchup. That'll be a spicy one in the losers bracket, that's for sure. Winner of that gets loser side top 8. Ooh. And Kilvereis advances. I don't know if you can hear me, but he advances on to winner side top 8. He gets the winner of Connor and Beardbox coming up on Tuesday. That will also be restreamed. Hold on to your butts. It's gonna be a good one. Woohoo! Wild bracket. We are just kicking off round 3 now. Round 3 winners is going, and round 3 losers is also firing soon. I believe there still one going as we speak. I have heard rumor that this race finished. Oh, it almost finished before one that started an hour earlier. There's races going on. It's wild out here.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, something bad happened elsewhere. And I guess y'all died,
yeah,
so
okay, I
lucky
pulled
lucky.
it up. I guess I won't spoil it for people, but there was a 2+ hour winning time. Yes,
Woo!
it is over
Wow.
now.
I guess I got the wrong bingo. I got the wrong match on my for my bingo card. Unlucky.
Wow.
That ain't pretty, but DK64 Randomizer.com is a beautiful game. If not, if nothing else.
Man, that means that there are actually 2 people with seeds in the 30s who have like made it somewhat deep into the losers bracket.
I mean, there's killers out here, man. It's crazy. Any of the top 32 is an open field. That's for sure. There's some the top seeds are rising to the top as we see in the winners bracket, but the bottom seeds are just an absolute. It's a knife fight out here in the streets. Just it's going back and forth. It's a complete coin toss. Like, look at all these losers bracket matchups. I think like almost all of these are just like straight coin tosses. It's insane.
We've got now 12 people have been permanently eliminated at a losers bracket.
Yeah, we
Still
have
20 people in contention.
8 people out in 25th place in losers round 2, and then a couple of losers round 3 is already, or a couple of losers round 2 is already started. I said I wasn't going to talk about it. I'm still not talking about it, so you're not going to get me talking about it. But I don't know. Running is ongoing, and it's wild and crazy, and it will continue to carry on. We have, let's see, what's our schedule looking like? Exclamation point schedule? Is that it? We got one on Tuesday. We got a restream on Tuesday. That is Connor, our commentator today, versus Beardbox. And then on a Wednesday, we will have Charles Yarls versus Alpha. That's gonna be wild. Exciting times.
That is going to be. Please get them the call afterwards. I want to hear a spicy call.
Oh, they're gonna go at it, I bet. Those two have played a lot of races together. I know that much.
Yeah, over. I want definitely at least 200 at this point, right? I can pull up the numbers.
Oh my god. I mean, I know Alpha has like 200 plus.
Okay, no, Charles only has 138.
Yeah, but like I bet 100 of them are with
Oh,
Alpha, which is just insanity.
Yes,
Like,
yes. Alpha has 273.
those guys go back and forth like crazy. They're both real good. But only one
You
of them
can't
gets
play
to
a
stay
race
in
these
the
days without them in it.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, he acinks all the races. Oh, an absolute coward. And then crushes you by 10 minutes. Oh no. Oh, brother. This time he's got to do it live. Best of luck to you. We'll see you on Wednesday. That'll be fun. But that will wrap it up for us today. We will call it a night and send y'all off. Go send y'all off to some high quality dev action. Send y'all off to Revan for the night. Thanks for watching, team. Hope y'all enjoyed this edition of DK64 Randomizer.com Season 3 tourney. Woohoo! I've been LaRock with Connor. It's been a great time.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you're watching on YouTube, you're the best. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. I probably should like sneak this earlier into our interview to like spring it on them because like everyone's like extended the video by now. Unlucky. Maybe next time. But that's all right for us today. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Chip off the
See
reel.
ya.
Morning.
Bye.